Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Expert Witness Wednesday and a brand new episode of Should You Take That Case? Expert Witness Edition. Usually, the goal of our show is to be a resource for legal professionals who pursue medically related cases by sharing attorneys' experiences and insights. But today, we hear insights from our special guest expert witness, Bob Dresser, who's going to clue us in on today's topic, the common causes of construction litigation. It's me, your host, as ever, Lisa Wade, friendly neighborhood legal nurse consultant and owner of Wade Nurse Consultants. Think of us when you have those medical records, piles of them that need to be translated into normal human language. And visit us at wadenurseconsultants.com. But I am also the creator of our private LinkedIn community, attorney medical record resource group. That's where we normally get our guests usually for the show. But like I said, today we'll be interviewing expert witness Bob Dresser. But before we do that, let's take a peek over to the comments section and see who's visiting us live. If you are catching us live or even on the replay, put an A into that chat if you're an attorney, put a P if you're a paralegal, put a W if you are part of one of my favorite organizations, Women Owned Law. Visit us at womenownedlaw.org. It is a groundbreaking group created to connect and advance women legal entrepreneurs. Visit us and join if you think it is a group you can support and get behind. We'd appreciate it. And now, we want to thank everybody for taking time, precious time out of their busy day to join us. And now I'm going to bring out our guest, expert witness, Bob Dresser. There you are, Bob.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, I'm so glad you are joining us today. I'm happy to have you here, Bob.
Well, I'm happy and humbled to be here, Lisa.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm going to ask you all about those construction cases that you've worked on. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself as it relates to our topic for today.
Well, thank you for that. So after over 40 years, I'm not going to tell you exactly how many, but over 40 years in the construction industry, building things or helping people build things or leading construction companies or being involved in the asset developer or owner side. I kind of paused my career. At that time, it was the intention of retiring, although I was terrible at retiring. I became very bored very quickly, so I had to keep my hand in the pie. So I decided to start my own consulting business around construction and share my learnings over 40 years with others in the effort to help them do better projects, be better construction companies or better owners or asset developers or wherever the case may be. And lo and behold, I formed Strategic Executive Consulting, and I'm in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Not that really matters anymore with all the remote work that we do today, but I am in Mechanicsburg. A lot of my career was in Canada, and I have 3 children that were born in Canada, and I became a dual citizen. So I work in both Canada and the United States. However, I pay taxes to the United States since that's where my residency is. But anyway, all that led me to, I kind of fell into being an expert witness. Relationships, right? Those and on and on. And I got networked up with a attorney in outside of Washington, D.C., who was referred to me in a case that was in the pulp and paper industry of all industries. And that ended up to be about a year-long case. It was arbitration, the American Arbitration Association. It was a 3-panel case, which means it's a fairly significant case in size and complexity. And being my first case, it was an over $54 million award held in the state of Maine. And we were 100% successful. And I was really humbled and found it really fascinating to go through the process of report writing and evidence collection and depositions and and of course the testimony was really exhilarating. I don't know what they call people that like pain, but no, I found it to be really fun. And so I've done it. I've pursued it. And that was just about 4 years ago. And I've done, I think, 6 cases since. And I just got awarded another one today. So, I just love it. I have a lot of passion for it. So all you in the medical field, I'm sure you build the odd hospital or medical facility from time to time. So hopefully you don't find yourself in litigation, but maybe I can help your clients stay out of it. Or if they get in it, maybe I can help you too. So.
I know that I've seen cases that have happened with building collapses and things of that nature. It's unfortunate, but it sounds like, with injuries that people suffer during those cases and the work you do, we may end up being on the same case at the same time.
You never know, Lisa. And when it comes to catastrophic failure, like you were just referring to, things get real interesting. And while I am a one-person consulting company, don't worry, I have a very strong network of health, safety, and environmental construction pros, witnesses, and different varied project controls around schedule forensics or costing forensics, things like that. I have a really strong network, which I don't mark up or anything. That's not why I'm in this. I'm in here to do the right thing for the right people. So.
Excellent. Well, let's dive into more of the common causes or themes of those construction cases that you've been involved with.
Yeah, thank you. So to keep your attention, I'll be fairly brief and pointed. So I boiled it down to 2. Now, obviously, there's many more. But the 2 that I am sure occurred in all of the cases I've had to date were 2 main things. Number 1, the contract. Mm-hmm. People, no matter what size company, it can be an 8-person electrical contractor, or it can be a global engineering, procurement, and construction company that is huge, multi-billion dollar company. People don't read the contract, and they don't comprehend the contract, and they don't tell or train other people of what their roles and responsibilities are regarding the contract. I find that developing a Reader's Digest or having your attorney develop a Reader's Digest of the contract, and even developing a division of responsibilities of the contract, of what person or what group of people, or even if it's the asset developer or which contractor or the procurement activities or whatever, perform each activity per the contract. So I try to, when I'm on the advisory service side of the equation, I try to help people with that. When I'm on the witness side, my spidey senses go right up when you start talking to somebody about, did you understand this with the contract? And they kind of look at you like, It's like, all right, so here we go. So anyway, the contract is a big deal. The second thing is front-end planning of projects. So whether it's engineering efforts or procurement efforts, delay claims are a huge thing, as we all know. And, you're building a hospital and you said you're going to get it done, what's today? You're going to get it done April 12th or whatever, 2022. And here you are, only 70% complete and delayed claims. Well, our hospital should be up and running right now. We should be bringing in revenues for our shareholders. We should be having a return on our investment, but we're not, because we're not up and running. And then the claims start flying away because you're late. There's a lot of reasons why, and it usually has to do with front end planning or the lack thereof, right? Is the engineering accurate, or are there still a lot of holds on it? Anyway, I could go on and on about, and it's not just engineering. Is the contractor ready? Are the materials and pieces of equipment there in order to support construction? It's a multitude of things. So what we developed, and I use it on both ends, both advisory service and witness, the expert witness gig, is a mobilization readiness document, which I can actually see who was ready to do what and when. And that actually becomes a very powerful forensics document as far as, were we ready? And were we prepared to perform the work? And if we were not, which party is at fault, to be blunt about it? And then you can start your forensics as to why they weren't ready. It might not be their fault why they weren't ready. So then you have to continue to chase the tail. So so those are the two main reasons. I can go on if you want me to.
Well, it sounds like you are definitely, with over 40 years of experience, a wealth of wellspring of information. Definitely. So what I wanted to do is have an opportunity for people to write in the chat any questions that they have for you. Are you ready for that, Bob?
I'm ready.
Excellent. So while everybody is getting their questions together, get them together and get ready to put them inside the chat. If you're catching us live, or even if you're catching us on the replay, put those questions for Bob, and he is going to do his darndest to answer them. And while we're waiting for you to get those questions together, I have what I call a small commercial break where I talk a little bit about Wade Nurse Consultants and what we do here. Now, without a wonderful expert witness testifying or consulting expert witness like Bob, it might be harder for you to support those litigations that you attorneys must work on. So here at Wade Nurse Consultants, we are good helpers for finding and locating expert witnesses. And I use my 30 plus years of nursing experience and my in-depth connections and networking to find the appropriate expert witness for your cases. So if you're watching this and you already have a stable of expert witnesses at hand, this isn't for you. So, but if you need an expert to testify or be a witness to support your litigation, visit us at wadenurseconsultants.com. I'll put that in the chat, and help us or let us get your expert. And now back to Bob. Bob, let's check to those questions and see if there are any questions in the chat yet. And we don't have any yet. But I have a solution for this, Bob Dresser. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your contact information. There it is right there, your email, your mobile, and I'm going to put it inside this chat. So if anybody is catching us on the replay and they have questions for you or would like to utilize your services, they can reach out to you and give you a call. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's excellent. And just to let everyone know, I usually take a good ample amount of time to not only answer your questions and help you, but if you are considering engaging me or having your clients engage me, I take a couple days or whatever it takes, pro bono, free, because I don't want to engage in something that I don't feel comfortable in being an expert with. So starting with questions is bang on. I love it. It helps me. It helps me too.
Excellent. That sounds like an excellent idea. Get familiar with each other and the case before you connect, I guess. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Well, thank you for being with us today, Bob. We definitely appreciate having you, and maybe we will have you on again. How's that sound?
I'd love to. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're winding up for today. Another episode of Should You Take That Case? Expert Edition. Catch us on another Expert Witness Wednesday. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I'm honored.
Bye.